Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the first video I've uploaded in, I'm wanting to say it's been like almost 2 years. I'm really sorry about that. I've had a lot going on in my personal existence. But I'm not gonna get into any of that. I decided it was finally, however, time to revive this channel because I missed it. And so to do that, I just wanted to start by saying that I got a new tarot deck today for the start of Yule from a very, very beloved person in my existence. My aunt, actually. I love my aunt more than life itself. And I haven't shuffled the cards yet. They are so beautiful. It's the Starman David Bowie inspired tarot deck. And if you know me, you know how much I love David Bowie. But since this channel's been basically dead for so long, I decided to bring it back in a format that I personally enjoy and one that I think is going to work better to help me continue my motivation to keep operating this channel and actually post. So for the next 12 days, I've decided I'm going to do one reading every day and post it on this channel. One reading per zodiac sign. So I'm about to start, since it's officially the first day of Capricorn season, the first day of winter, and there's a new moon in Capricorn in like 2 days as of me recording this video, I decided to start the 12 days of Tarotmas. I don't actually have a word for it yet. I'm gonna figure out a name for this later. With a reading especially for Capricorns. I too am a Capricorn, so this might kind of be for me, but like in general, just for Capricorn suns. Please keep an eye out for your zodiac sign in this series because I'm going to be doing this every day for 12 consecutive days. I'm gonna go through and I'm going to start on Capricorn and I'm going to end on Sagittarius because I don't know, I just feel like that's the right way to go about doing this thing. And whatever cards fall out / I draw because I feel attracted to them are the cards that we're getting. So with the ground rules and the setup and all of my explanation of why I've been gone out of the way, let's get to it. First ever shuffle of my new deck. Okay, so the first card that fell out mostly on this one is the Three of Cups. So I will keep that out and then I will do like a holistic full approach based on whatever the heck decides to fall out now and then and whenever it falls out. Okay. The Prince of Wands. Excellent. So we got Three of Cups, Prince of Wands reversed. 3 cards just fell out. I'll look at them in half a second. Alright, so I think that that's what we're gonna get today is these 5 cards. We have the Three of Cups, we have the Prince of Wands that came out reversed, we have the Prince of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So let's take a look and break this reading down. The cool thing about this specific deck for beginners is that it comes with this massive book that gives really detailed readings and like interpretation ideas and suggestions. I don't have all the meanings of every tarot card memorized, but I'm kind of going off of vibes a little bit, and I'm also kind of going to be looking at this just a little bit to get some more ideas of what some of this stuff could more specifically mean for us Capricorns in this beautiful Capricorn season that we're going into. So let's start with the Three of Cups. In the book, the first line of the Three of Cups is "I'm here to be celebrated." The card itself is a rather joyous card. We have the cups pouring over. It's a card of celebration, it's a card of love, it's a card of unity, it's a card of community. You'll notice these 3 women depicted on the card, reaching up and accepting these blessings and these celebrations and these joyous moments. So Capricorns, we have a lot to be celebrating and a lot to be grateful for in our lives right now. There's a literal reference to the elixir of life, according to the artist, about this. So we are celebrating, we are taking in these joyous things, we are devoted to the relationship of the self, the revelation of the self. This card has a lot of divine feminine energy, which is delightfully good. So my ladies and feminine Capricorns of all genders, please take into account, especially you all, but Capricorns in general, we're celebrating ourselves this Capricorn season at least a little bit. We have a lot of life to give and a lot of love to give and a lot of liveliness happening here. And I think it's important to note that we just need to be energetic but sensitive, have our harmonic resonance open up, call to a sense of ecstasy and joy and pride in whatever project you're working on to keep that project moving forward. So we just have to embrace a sense of community with our joy, and we have a lot to celebrate because we are part of one system, one dance of life, one movement, one universe, is what I'm gathering both from the vibes and a little bit from suggested reading. The interpretation of the Prince of Wands on a general level is I passionately set out to conquer. So we have the divine masculine to some extent, and you see that there's a lot of fire and colors of flame associated with the prince himself, but that the world around him may seem cool, and he has so much passion to bring into this cold, dead world that you see on the card. And I think that that's key to interpretation. There's also a fox depicted on this card, symbolizing cunning and cleverness. But the thing is that this card appears in reverse, which means your magical synchronistic energy seems to have been replaced with some sort of restlessness or anxiety, and some of your natural highs have seemed to turn low. So please focus on recollecting yourself, becoming more in tune with what you want, meditation, relaxation. Basically, Capricorns, we need to also take a break for ourselves in order to be able to enjoy the divine connection that we experience in our Three of Cups from earlier. So focus on rest, please think of the needs of your mind, the needs of your body. Your flame can burn out really quick, guys. Like, our flame as a whole can burn out so fast, so we need to focus on this rest, this recuperation, in order to be able to celebrate fully in that divine joy that we saw with the Three of Cups. Next, we have the Prince of Cups. The description is, I artfully negotiate for the best solutions. In this one, we see our Prince of Cups, who is a stand-in basically for the knight in a traditional, on this cool thing. And the thing about this is there are so many yellow tones. There's so much vivacity happening in the entirety of the suit of cups, and I think it's important to take note of this vivacity, this life, and this light, this apparent halo around the prince's head as he rises above this pool of water. He's rising above, he's rising into the air, he's rising into his light, he's rising into his life. It is rising to challenges. It is poetic, it's romantic, it's attaining emotional goals. And I think the emotional goal in question is the divine ecstasy, this joy, this pride in our accomplishments, this celebration that we saw earlier. It's a gallant knight, an honorable gentleman. It takes us to consider this possibility of the discovery, be it physical or of the self, but mostly of the self. Dig within yourself and observe your emotions. And once you see yourselves, you can see that there's a possibility that everything carries some sort of meaning to you, or that you need to take stock of what actually matters. And only then, through that consistent effort and through that meditation that we covered with the reverse Prince of Wands, can you truly achieve that divine joy. Next we see the Queen of Cups, who is a condiment for divine love, for powerful love, for joy in that sense. So she's a dynamic healer. You can see all these very lively colors associated with her, yellows and greens, which are typically associated with light and life. And on this card we have a depiction of a person with the head of an ibis. This calls to mind the Egyptian god Thoth, god of truth, god of wisdom, god of knowledge, scroll keeper, and this divine healing that comes from the truth and from embracing the truth. We see this sense of the openness of the third eye, the openness of the heart, the openness of the mind to expansion through allowing yourself to be open to truth in all of its forms and beauty in all of its forms. I see its rich empathy, I see creativity, I'm seeing expression and understanding of expression. I see that we're all really one and the same, and we have to accept that and be able to understand that truth. I see reaching for light, I see reaching for the spirit. I see that ordinary things are becoming a unique way to attain the extraordinary through our understanding of what we need. Ordinary things like even just eating a meal that you like, if you can, or drinking some water if you can. I see that as a form of self-care and as what the Queen of Cups wants you to do, and the Prince of Cups also invites you to take time to continue on to this path of the Prince of Wands, which is self-reflection and meditation leading to the ultimate joy, the ecstasy, the celebration. And finally, we move on to the Queen of Pentacles, our last card for this reading. The Queen of Pentacles is associated with love and nurturing this great land of ours. The entire Pentacle suit tends to be a very material and a very real sense of something. So I'm thinking, Capricorn, you need to take care of yourself physically and take time to rest, like actually sleep, eat a good meal if you can, drink some water, step back a little bit and meditate in order to become part of that divine light. I'm sensing a lot of divine feminine energy, but also a struggle to counterbalance with the divine masculine, which is also very real. And it's important to be in balance and in tune with both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I'm feeling that you need to step back, take care of yourself in the physical world in order to be able to take care of yourself in the spiritual context. I'm seeing from here that you have a universal declaration of rights that you need to make for yourself, that you and the earth that you're living on are living entities with the rights to exist and regenerate and maintain itself. And you need power to really be able to think about what you need, what others need, and you need to use your voice in order to help protect these material goods that you and others need, like water, food, shelter, all that. So I feel like this is important. This queen has a sense of movement and action that we need to keep in mind. For natural abundance, channel your birthright, connect to the natural abundance of the world, distribute it fairly, work to take care of yourself and others. Don't take more than what is needed for you, and don't be too stingy with your needs, your wants. Don't overdo it. So Capricorns, I'm asking you to please, in this reading, based on what we've covered here today, don't overdo it. Don't drain yourself or you will burn out. Step back and meditate. Take care of your physical needs, your mental needs. Take the time to heal. Step back and protect the earth. Meet your needs through your actions. Don't be stingy. with the things that you have and work toward an equitable distribution of what you need, and only then will you be able to meet this ecstatic feeling and gain this ecstasy that you want to achieve. So basically, don't burn yourself out. Work to distribute what you need more fairly and gain what you need, and take care of yourself and the earth that you are connected with, because you are an earth sign and you are innately connected with the earth for that reason. So protect the earth you're walking on, protect yourself, guard your energy, take care of yourself through conscious meditation, feed yourself well, and join in the divine ecstasy of the world, because you have so much to celebrate. So thank you for coming to this tarot reading. Have a great day.